Good morning, everybody. Today we have Jared Baldwin with Colonial Life with us. Welcome to Network in Action, Jared.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're super excited to have you on board. I want to kick it off today by just asking you a few questions about you and your business, beginning with what inspired you to start your journey with Colonial Life, and how has that initial inspiration evolved over time?
Yeah, I used to work when I first moved out to Spokane with the Spokane Indians baseball team. I did a little bit of selling to individuals and then a little bit of selling on the business to business side. And from there, I ended up moving on, working for Liberty Mutual. And that's when I started my insurance experience. And it was all on the individual level again. And I just had missed that business to business aspect. I missed building relationships. Kind of the way that I like to describe it is I want to build like skyscraper relationships, not just a bunch of McDonald's or Starbuckses kind of around, but just build those relationships really, really big, really, really tall. And that I missed that when I was working with Liberty. So I started doing some searching around Spokane on insurance agencies that might be a good fit for me to help expand upon that goal, that idea to help business owners take their business to the next level in some way, shape, or form. And back in 2020, I left Liberty Mutual. We all kind of remember COVID hit in 2020, so I ended up leaving. Liberty Mutual in 2020, and then getting into the business to business market not too long after COVID shut everything down. So it was quite the leap of faith that I took, but I knew it was what I wanted to do. I knew it was where I wanted to be, and I've been happy ever since making that jump.
I love it. So then you've made the jump to Colonial Life. What has been one of the biggest challenges running this agency, and how have you overcome it?
Yeah, gosh, I think that that's changed a little bit over time. My first big hurdle was lack of experience. I think in the voluntary benefits, employee benefits space. So the hurdle there was building relationships with folks that maybe I I had never done this before. So kind of showcasing that I can do this was a little bit of a challenge at first. Um, because I've had insurance experience, but employee benefits and helping business owners take it to the next level was something brand new to me. So that was a little bit of a hurdle, but once I got a few good relationships under my belt, business started to come together, and it was pretty easy, I think, at that point. Um, but now I think one of our biggest hurdles is the growth track that we're on. We're growing fairly quickly over the last year. I have a sales team as an agency development manager. I've got a sales team that I work with, and um, the market here in Spokane we're really getting into, but I'm noticing we're also expanding outside of the Spokane Coeur d'Alene area as well. So navigating businesses outside of our immediate market are asking for us as well. So finding the resources to get out a little bit of the local market, taking us to Moses Lake or over to the west side of Seattle,
Yeah.
maybe over into Montana. We've been growing and finding the resources to get out and go support those communities that are reaching out to us is probably one of our biggest challenges right now. How do we provide the same service? How do we get folks the exact same feeling of working with us as when we had five businesses that we've worked with,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Good problems to have. So I know in business there's lots of different ways to measure success. How do you measure success in the business beyond just the financial metrics?
At the end of the day, it's about the satisfaction of our clients. So that can be really at its base form when we get together for open enrollment, and when we send out surveys, we include a lot of those things in there to get feedback. But our clients are really two different avenues here. The employees of businesses is who we are working for, right? One of them is what we're working for, because without the business owner working with us, employees don't have access to those benefits. So
Mhm.
every year when we go back in for open enrollment, we will check in with them about how their experience was last year. Are they looking at changing anything? Do they want to stay on the plans that they had the first time around? A lot of these questions we dive into because we want to learn, hey, what did we do right? Is there anything we can improve upon? And then the other side of it is the employer or the HR director, is the technology we're providing them working the way we thought it would for this group? Is the employer getting good feedback? Is he or she being able to use this to their advantage to go recruit higher level talent? So
Mhm.
I think measuring success can be seen in a variety of ways, but really for me, it's always what is the feedback we're getting and is that positive? And it won't always be, but those are always areas of opportunity.
Yeah,
And I think that's important as well. I'm not afraid to fail. I'm always interested in trying something. If the group is looking for something new that we haven't done before, I'll be the first one to dive right in and let's try it out. Let's see how it works. Um, but it doesn't always work out that way. And that's, I think, a part of
yeah,
success too, is understanding
yeah.
that even in times of failure, we can work together to overcome it. And that's really important, I think, as well.
Yeah, it definitely is. Without, failure, there is no success. And so my coach always says, you're gonna fail. You need to fail fast.
Hmm.
Fail fast. Figure it out
Yes.
fast. Move on. Don't get
Yep.
attached to it. Move on.
Hmm.
So there are lots of options out there. I know you don't just operate in our market. So share with us what makes working with you special or different.
Yeah, I think that being forward thinking and thinking outside the box and getting creative is something that I bring to the table that not a lot of folks do. So, strategizing with business owners on how to help out their HR department and alleviate the work on their HR side when it comes to benefits is a big one. So, for example, a lot of times an HR department will have to do a lot of the enrolling themselves or take the elections of employees themselves. We have technology that can help alleviate a lot of that work. We've got
Mm,
a team that can help alleviate and provide enrollment support. And I think we get to that point because of another thing that I think makes working with us special is we grow with you. So we might start somewhere smaller. We might start at a step one, and over the course of a year, 2 years, 3 years, that company has grown into a 50 employee group, and their needs are quite different. So now we're talking
mm,
about this technology. HR department is like, hey, what do we have here that can take some of this work off my plate? Well, those are the conversations that we have. The forward thinking that we're looking at
mm.
years in advance to say, hey, when you get to this point, let's talk about this. Hey, we've got some new resources that are coming out. Let's take a look at this for you guys. So I'm easy to work with. I think all of the cliche pieces of our service is pretty incredible. I think the thing that stands out though is our team puts together a plan for you and your future, not just a plan for what's happening right now.
I love it. Well, thank you for sharing all of that with us. It's very nice to get an opportunity to chat with you today. We are super excited to have you part of our business community. Welcome to Network in Action, Jared.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really excited to be here. It's been great so far getting to meet everybody and bounce ideas off each other back and forth. And it's been a really great experience, and I'm looking forward to a heck of a year in 2024.
Yes. Well, thank you.
All right, take care.